Welcome back to the Married at First Sight Season 15, Episode 6 review. This is Couples Couch with
Pat.
And I'm Cam. Let's get into this week's episode titled Saved by the Mariachis, which I think our intro was perfect for. I'm still trying to learn how to dance mariachi. I don't know if you actually dance mariachi or just listen to it as they come around, to be honest.
I would suggest watching some YouTube videos because I believe what you did was the hula.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. I'm still trying to learn, okay? Get out of here. Let's get into this week's episode. If you are new to our channel, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. You know what I'm about to say. We do not get into the nitty-gritty details of everything that happened in the episode. This is a high-level review, okay? So, before we get into this week's episode, run on over to Instagram and follow us. We're building up the following there. Thank you so much if you've already followed. The @ to our Instagram is running here across the screen, so go ahead and follow us. Also, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button to support our channel. You guys are making waves. I'm seeing the numbers moving up, and I'm so excited. What are you shaking your head about?
Don't go to our Instagram.
Why?
I got beef with Instagram.
Why?
Because they put me in a meme. They made me on.
Shout out to Married at First Sight meme page for making Patrick a meme. That was hilarious. I loved it.
It was funny when it was a joke.
It's hilarious.
But then they made a joke out of a joke.
Make more. Thank you for doing that. Let's get into this week's episode. The show opens up with the couples waking up on day 5 of their marriage. The guys and the girls go and sit down to have like a group day date. So the guys by themselves, girls by themselves. Lindy reveals to the girls that her and Miguel are now doing married people things, meaning that they laid it
We need some sound effects.
down. You know
cheers.
what? I can't.
Stadium cheers.
I can't. Miguel tells the guys that he did make love to Lindy and he felt one with the universe. He felt holy. It's just like, okay, team too much. You're doing too much now, Miguel.
One of us is doing something wrong. Either you or me, because holy ain't never been in my vocabulary when it comes to that.
He said he felt very
Neither have I wanted it to be.
One with the universe. Meanwhile, Kristen is telling the girls that her and Mitch had a situation where Mitch told her a couple days ago that he wasn't attracted to her, and then that same night at bedtime, he pounced on her. Her words, not mine. He pounced on her like a lion. And she told him, no, I am the captain now of this. She did say that.
That's why he got that scratch on his head. I don't like the words they use.
Pounced on me.
Did he jump on you? That's what tigers do when they're about to eat a deer, so they pounce on it. What the word is intended for.
Bad wording.
Or did he just try to kiss you?
I know she said that he was trying to go in for it. Like, not the kiss. Like, he wanted to take it to the next level. And she was like, no.
That's what happens when you usually kiss. Like,
that's what happens when
you
pounce.
No. It's... You make it seem like he's like that's what would pounce. Pounce is what.
I don't see pounce like that.
Okay,
I see pounce
look. Right, like that's how you're walking pounce. Down the street and someone pounces out from behind a tree on you. Yeah. It's not what he did.
I'm gonna pounce on you tonight.
She didn't come in from the shower. Ooh, that was a nice hot shower. That's not what happened.
Next scene shows Nate and Stasha having a picnic. Nate says that he is simple and likes to do things like this. I don't remember you ever wanting to just go have a picnic.
Bro, huh?
They're on their honeymoon.
Yeah, okay.
You want to go outside and have a picnic?
No.
And bring out like some...
No. I don't want to deal with the bugs. I don't want to sit in the sun. I don't want to sit in the dirt.
It's so
I don't want to sit on the grass.
Why you don't want to just enjoy your life in my company?
I did.
What do you mean you did? Past tense?
I have.
You past tense?
I've been doing it.
You know what, Nate?
I got a lot of Miguel in me. I'm gonna keep it real.
Fortunately. Okay, so Stasha mentions...
So you want to go on a picnic to get romanticized?
Yeah. Like, set it up.
10 minutes into the picnic. I hope you got some shade because you're going to end up making me get a suntan. I'm going to be 2 different colors. Ooh, you want me to sweat my edges out here. You got chicken? Is it, hey, how you going to eat up chicken?
Is that me?
Yeah.
You
got Jersey Mike sandwich. Did you get oil and vinegar? Well, now they're going to be salty. You didn't get mayonnaise on it. Like, no, I'm not going. No. You go to a dinner inside where there's AC and a Wi-Fi connection.
So Stasha asked Nate, would he like to go to therapy so they can get the tools that they need to sustain a healthy marriage? And Nate was like, oh, okay, well,
No.
Nate says yes.
No.
Nate says yes.
I ain't go. What have I done to make you think I have to go to therapy?
She says because she's never been in a marriage before and she wants to make sure that they are using the proper tools.
Adam and Eve wasn't in a marriage before, but they did it without a therapist. You know when you need a therapist? When you're messing up. Until then, we might be able to just make it.
That's not true. You can have therapy before.
You can have therapy. I don't have to have therapy. No, I don't need it. Why do I need it?
Look at this. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. Look how you act.
I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since 7 o'clock last night.
No,
intermittent fasting.
And then you
Let's
get
go.
angry
Let's
on
get this going.
else.
I'm trying to eat. Let's just shoot real quick and then you can eat and
You
relax.
need therapy to get the tools that you need.
I do need therapy. And I fix myself and then what? I leave.
Iyanla?
I go be myself in Alaska by myself in a cabin.
And we would be at peace. Anyways.
Just send me pictures of the kids. I'll FaceTime.
They wouldn't make it a day without you.
I
okay.
wouldn't make it a day.
Nate says that he's open to going to therapy with Stasha. And he sees them as being, he likes her and he sees her or them.
Can we at least try
couple.
it on our own before we run to therapy?
He says that he likes her and he can see her and him being a power couple. So this is what he would like to do.
No, I'm not going.
Define power couple. What does power couple mean to you?
Like Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Okay, but couple. What does that? You just named 2 people. You have to define what is it.
First of all, I'm not taking my SAT right now. You can't make me do anything, but I
you
will
only named
oblige.
2 people. Don't name people. Right, I didn't say give me an example of a couple.
Bill and Hillary Clinton.
I didn't ask you to name 2 people. I said define power couple.
2 people that are like powerful in their industry or in the world, like what they do. Like Nate is just a regular dude. Stasha might be successful, but she's just a successful individual. Like stop being we queens and kings and we queen. No, you just a regular individual who's successful, and that's okay.
But when they come
you're
together,
not a power couple.
When they come 2 successful individuals coming
he don't even
together,
have a job. What does he got to be power of? Day trading?
Power of attorney.
Yeah, Power Rangers, Power Company, Power Lifters.
What's a power
Both of y'all work for Powerade? What are you talking about?
Powerade, wasn't that a drink?
Yeah.
Haven't seen that in forever.
What is a power couple? Power lifters. We're both power lifters.
What is a power lifter?
They lift weights like this.
I get it. I'm like a power lifter. It's 2 successful individuals coming together as a couple and becoming a power couple.
It's not what it is. It's not a power couple.
I think that's what the Urban Dictionary might have in there.
It's wrong. Power. The first part of it is power. It means you have power. You can exert power, make change, affect stuff.
Impact.
Yes. Nate need to get a job first. He's trying to be a power anything. It's okay to be just a regular individual and happy and successful.
But they're trying to come together to be a power couple.
Me and Kamara got a YouTube show. We're a power couple.
Now I won't go that far.
No.
I think that, I don't think the YouTube channel makes us a power couple.
No, we're powerful.
I think we could be 2 individually successful people and come together to make a power couple.
Individual.
Well, if you're not successful, then we're not a power couple. It takes two.
Oh, you're saying we could be apart and be serious.
Let's move on to the
break up. You know, you probably could go out there and find someone.
Your attitude is stank today. His attitude is rank.
I'm hungry. You keep cutting me off.
And I don't care. And I'm moving on to the next scene.
I was a power couple with abs.
Next scene shows Morgan and Binh going bodyboarding, and then they sit on the beach to talk about their relationship with their families. Morgan says she hasn't. Morgan says she hasn't had a good relationship with her dad for several years, and then Binh is like, I'm interested to hear where, I don't know anything about having toxic relationships like that, so it's interesting for me to hear more about this.
Now, don't come at me. But if you don't get along with your mama
and your daddy,
unless I need to know, you need to tell me. Yeah, my mama ain't.
She didn't say her mom. She said her dad.
Her dad, anybody else in the family.
Parent.
Like if you don't get along with your parents, like
it's a red flag for you.
Yeah, I gotta investigate. I gotta investigate.
It's like I just want to know more about this.
I ain't just gonna go. Well, I don't talk to my family. Why? Who did what?
So Binh moves on to say that Morgan has student loans and that he's working towards financial freedom, meaning he's trying to get out of debt. And then Morgan kind of reads him. To me, is how I took it. She was like, I don't want your money. I will pay off my loans. I don't plan to ask you for any money. I don't need your help to pay it off. And you need to realize that we're not in the same place, but I'm financially trying to get there. And he was just like, okay, she's like, I just feel like you're kind of like judging, where I am. And I'm
not judging, but I need to know.
So he's just like, I feel like Binh has probably gotten his degree or whatever, and he's already like close to paying all of his debt off, and he's looking at
Binh already been working. He got money put aside. He says he don't even like the job he got that pays the bills. Binh is out here trying to be a philanthropist.
Mm-hmm. He does. He wants to do what, warms his heart.
Yeah, people like that. When you're that frugal, you're responsible in other aspects of your life most times. Finance being one of them.
Binh reveals that Morgan took him aside and told him, don't tell nobody, but I'm still having to complete one class or a credit or something to get my bachelor's in nursing. I guess Binh took that as she's not actually a nurse, but she is actually a nurse. She said that she is just trying to advance her career, but she already has her nursing degree. He took it as you said, or you lied on your application to the experts that you were a nurse and you ain't fully a nurse yet. He said he went and told Justin about it, and basically Justin went and told Alexis, and now Morgan says she feels betrayed because her trust is broken with him, because now everybody's going to be looking at her sideways, and this is something she didn't want anybody to know. Now I'm going to talk out both sides of my neck. Y'all ready?
Don't talk out both sides of your neck for the show.
Let me talk out both sides of my neck.
The first side, tell it like it is. Like don't placate into he disrespected.
No. What I'm gonna say is, why is it that you are trying to advance your career, right? But yet it has to be a secret to not tell anybody that you're, it's a lie. Right.
It's not a secret, it's a lie. You're not asking me to keep a secret.
Right.
You're asking me to tell a lie.
For you.
Right. A secret is we've been married for a couple of days and you came out the bathroom and bam, you got a third nipple. Hey, don't tell nobody about my third nipple. That's a secret. You coming to me saying, hey, I told everybody I was done with school.
But I'm not
done in whatever aspect. The fact that you want to keep it a secret.
Right.
Means you're not happy about it. So you're not trying to keep it secret. You're trying to make me move forward with a lie.
So and that's where I'm going with that. And I'm saying, so if she was honestly just trying to advance her career, why do you have to keep this lie, or why did you have to have an untruth go along with it, right?
Right.
I mean, why do you have to go that route if you already are a nurse too? Then why is it a untruth? You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't know why this has to be this if you are already a nurse. Like if you're a firefighter, if you tell me you're a firefighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I come to find out you still need a couple classes to actually be a firefighter.
I did that.
You did that how?
Well, when I joined the military, you go through basic and then you go to the fire academy.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
But sometimes you have to wait a couple weeks before they have a slot for you in the class you're going to be in. So it's like 4 weeks. So you was telling
people you were already a firefighter?
Absolutely, yeah. To the club.
So you're hypocritical.
I lied about being a firefighter, what my name was, my phone number sometimes. I lied about everything back then.
I guess you wasn't on the show,
I wasn't trying to be married. I was trying to do the opposite, not marry a stranger.
For her to put all the responsibility on Binh for the fact that she lied about something,
right?
Like, you have to, Morgan, take accountability for the fact that you lied. Now, is Binh wrong for going to just tell people?
Right, and here's my problem with this. There's 2 topics, so that's the lie part of it.
She needed to hold herself accountable.
Now there's another topic, and we're gonna call it being a grown person.
Okay, well, let's call it that.
Being a grown person.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Binh. But first of all, I like to get it off. If Stupid Face was a person, Binh's picture would be right next to it. Because when she talking to him, he like...
He's trying to process this.
He's Stupid Face. So, Binh, bro, she told you she was a credit away from getting her nursing degree.
Right.
And you had to go talk to somebody about it?
Right. That's the part.
Like, at some point, you got to be able to deal with stuff yourself.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you
like,
really
it's good to have
betray
people
trust.
to talk to, but it's not good to always go talking to people. Do you see the difference?
Yeah, true.
Like, you about to have kids one day. You're going to have a family. You can't run to your buddy and ask him for advice on such a stupid matter.
But
be a man. I'm not going to say grown person. Be a damn grown man.
On a topic that didn't need to be discussed any further.
You let me down.
Like, you didn't have to bring that up. I'm sorry, Binh. Like, I can't back you on this one. You should have definitely kept that to yourself.
This show is more and more feeling like children married at first sight.
I think he was wrong, and I think also Morgan was wrong. So they both in the wrong in different ways. Binh and Justin are playing basketball. Binh tells Justin that Morgan is now mad at him for breaking her trust because he told Justin about her getting her bachelor's degree, like she didn't really get it yet.
Hey, time out. This tell me everything I need to know about Justin. They ended the game with Binh hitting the shot like he won. He hit the game winner. Justin, you're 7'8".
6'8".
Whatever. Binh is 5'4". How do you let him score, let alone beat you? Yeah. That tells me everything I need to know about you. I should have known at this point in the show what I ended up finding out later.
So, Morgan, on the other hand, is with the girls, and she tells the girls that Binh hit her with the finances question regarding her student loan debt because he's trying to get financially free. Morgan says she just wanted to come into this process to have a man that would be proud of her, and now her husband is looking at her like, ooh, you got finances. And she feels some kind of way about it. Morgan says he broke her trust, and at this point, usually she would just walk away from the relationship altogether, but she's still trying to be there.
Bye, you and your debt. You and Sally Mae can walk out of here. I don't care.
Take Credit Karma with you.
Yeah, I feel better about the decision I was going to make anyway.
So in that scene, Stasha goes in and questions Lindy on how did she go from not wanting to have sex with Miguel to now all of a sudden she's having sex with Miguel. And Lindy reassures her like, you know, we've had a lot of conversations. It was a mutual decision after we've gotten to know each other better. Stasha cries and says she just wants to make sure that Lindy wasn't pressured to do something because she feels like they have rings now and they're married. Stasha says she was triggered off of this topic because in her past relationship, she had to have sex with someone in fear of losing them.
You probably shouldn't come on show where you're marrying someone, a stranger at first sight. It's kind of assumed that when we get married,
we're gonna do married things.
You want me to be a husband, I want you to be a wife. There's other things that go with that. Like, maybe y'all could go for it. I don't know.
So then Lindy flips the convo and to Stasha and says, you know, Miguel and I have been talking, and Miguel really feels like Nate is just not a genuine or real or authentic person. And that was Morgan sitting over there looking like, Sasha's like, say what you want to say. Nothing you're going to say is going to hurt my feelings. Like, I just want to know.
And at that point, her nerves was at the edge. Everything you say from this point, I'm checking.
So she was creating a whole tab of stuff.
That's how you know Lindy ain't been around.
No,
she ain't been in the street.
No, she was...
I hope you don't take offense. No. Nothing you say gonna hurt my feelings.
So say what you want to say.
Yeah, that is word for word. Go ahead.
Say what you want to say.
Say what you want to say.
Say what you want to say.
Whatever you say is not gonna hurt my feelings from this point forward.
She says that she noticed that Nate is always on his phone, always telling his friends what they got going on, what they're doing. She's like, I don't even know where my phone is, but he's always on his phone. And she was like, I noticed that too. And, you know, I have been looking into those things too. That's Stasha. Meanwhile, she is going and tallying all this up in her head. You can tell she is ready for a verbal altercation, but she doesn't say anything. She keeps it under wraps in that scene.
What I said last week or 2 weeks ago, you don't have to call everybody out on everything.
It's true. Just watch the runnings, man.
I got
a true Jamaican. Watch the runnings. Just say nothing.
You think he's fake? Okay. All right, well, is that all you had to say? I appreciate that we can have this conversation and that we're both free enough to bring our concerns to the other one. And I'm sure that if I come up with any concerns, I'll let you know right away. Thank you.
You know what? I can't. The next few scenes shows the couples meeting up to have dinner on the beach. The couples meet up for dinner and Lindy dives straight into her drama with Miguel. So she dives right into saying that Miguel is giving her 8 weeks to see if he is in love with her. And Miguel tries to argue back like, no, I never said it like that. I just said, like, you be you, your genuine, authentic self. And if I love you, that it will come and, you know, you may fall into these check boxes that I have for my own self. Like, I want to see your emotional side. I want to see your intellectual side. But I never said, like, I'm giving, like, put an ultimatum on you.
Right.
He's just trying to get through the process.
Yeah.
Does anybody else think that Lindy, like, over analyzes things? Like, I just feel like she...
Absolutely.
Like, she just takes it there. If you listen to her conversation, the way she, like, goes down a deep tunnel with her thoughts is like, okay, you're overreacting.
She's one of them people that, I don't want to offend nobody, flips the F out for no reason. Yeah, she flips out like,
yes.
Oh my God, Miguel, and this is what I could see her, how she analyzes stuff and turns it all kinds of crazy stuff like, oh my God, Miguel told me one of his favorite meals is spaghetti. He tried my spaghetti. He said he didn't really like it. So if he doesn't like my spaghetti, he's not going to like me. Oh my God, what am I going to do?
She does. She does that. And it's like, why do you take yourself down this entire street?
Find out what restaurant has his favorite and just order it.
Easy peasy.
Bam, fixed.
Not that serious. So Miguel's
or
like,
make sure he likes your cookies and forgets about that spaghetti.
Next, Nate reveals that Stasha is building a new home, new construction, and has invited him to move in with her. So they were really excited about that at the table. So everyone's like, yay, whatever. Then Morgan reveals that that she told the experts that she wanted a spouse that would be able to be fine on his own, that she wouldn't have to take care of that person. Says when she gets off work, she don't want to have to come home and take care of anybody else. I feel like Morgan is talking from a place of hurt, from an aggravation, from everybody knowing that she still got 3 credits on her transcript waiting.
She's still waiting on an acceptance letter from DeVry.
She's talking out of a place of irritation.
Yeah.
That's why she's like, I don't want to have to take care of nobody. I just want to come home, de-stress, not have to worry about nobody. That's why I told the experts, give me somebody who can be fine on their own. And then you're saying all this, and the whole table asks her, so where does Binh fit into this then? If you don't want nobody that you have to
over there
take.
somewhere.
It's clearly out of frustration she's talking out of. Binh is looking concerned, and then he doesn't say a word though. He just takes everything, never really speaks to it. Binh reminds me of somebody who just takes, and then you probably like take a fry out of his French fries, his small fry, and then he loses it, and you're like, yo,
hungry as I am, you gonna talk about that fry incident?
I'm sorry.
It is that.
I'm sorry.
No, because you tell half the truth. I called you before I ordered. Do you want anything? No. Come on, I don't want you to eat none of my fries. If you want some fries, get some fries. I don't want no fries.
I didn't want none at the time.
The first thing you say to me when I get in the house, let me get some fries.
A couple is gonna kill you?
Don't care. I offered you some. You said I don't want none.
He had 24 fries in that little box, and he wanted every 24 of them.
That's what I bought.
Share,
I bought a medium.
2.
I ain't buy a medium because I wanted a small. I bought a medium because I wanted a medium.
But we digress. Let's get back into the show. So,
you'll piss me off.
The whole time Morgan is saying she don't want to have to take care of nobody. She don't want to have to worry about nobody. Justin and Alexis are on the side having their own conversation. Like, does she want a roommate or does she want a husband? And then Justin's like, she want a roommate. And then Justin goes, she look irritated too. And I was like, the same thing I was thinking. Like, yes, she's talking out of place of being angry because he done spilled the tea on her life. That's all it was, because she wasn't acting like that before. It wasn't until she realized that he can't hold water that she...
When they do these separate dates for all the dudes and all the girls, they need to reassign Justin to them, because he gossiped just like...
He does. So then Alexis reveals that she has a stressful job, and Justin says he plans to be there for her by taking the dog out, making her smoothie for her before he gets to work. Before she has to leave for work. Miguel says, okay, Justin, you're doing all this for Alexis, but what is Alexis doing for you? And Alexis is like, well, I plan to protect Justin at all costs and be there for him physically and emotionally. And I have a bag of lingerie that I keep, on hand for him. I was like, protect him at all costs? Like, isn't that the man? I'm supposed to protect you.
Don't you ever, if you were being interviewed or talking to anybody and they say, describe what you do for Patrick.
I protect him. I don't know how. I'm going to protect you. Your emotions?
I ain't hear nothing else after that. Who are you protecting? From what? From who?
I don't know. Define protection, Alexis. Drop it in the comment section. Look, how you gonna protect this man? So then she moves on to say, I just love this man. And then everybody at the table gets all excited. Oh my God, she said, I love you. We heard it. And then Miguel jumps in and says, I think this is really interesting that you guys can say I love you already. And you guys know that, you want to spend the rest of your life.
Speak.
You could spend the rest of your life with this person. Like Justin and Alexis said they could see themselves spending the rest of their lives with each other.
Right.
And he's like, how do you get to this point already? And I'm at the point where I'm just still trying to figure out these 8 weeks and what my feelings are even right now.
The first rational thing said since the whole
season
began by any
6.
couple.
It's true.
The only thing I've heard that I would be like, I agree with that.
Yeah. I could see
100%.
I'm like, I couldn't foresee on day 7, because they're probably on day 7 at this point, that I would want to spend the rest of my life with Patrick on day 7 of knowing
All cap. All cap. Y'all faking the phone. Right? All cap, lying.
How do you
not
know
whatever generation you want to go through. Use a mother lie.
As if.
Yes,
all of that. I don't know. I don't understand. So then Stasha.
Jive turkey.
Dynamite. Whatever we say. I'm just.
Thou not shalt lie to thee. All of them. Every one of them. That's what y'all is sitting there sitting. Oh, we love each other. I love this man. You're a lie.
So then remember, Stasha is already building up a tally, you know? I ain't never been with a baddie. So I added to the tally. That's Stasha, right? So she's adding up this tally and she dives right onto like Miguel. Like, so Miguel, what is your story anyway? Like, how long have you been single? Like, did you even want to get married? How long were you in a relationship before this? And then boom, the mariachi band plays. Don't answer, Miguel. Don't answer. Let's dance it off. Dance it off. Dance it off. Dance it off. Next few scenes shows the couples turning down for bed after the mariachi band. Mariachi.
Man.
Came in and bust the doors wide open. They went now back to bed, or turning down for bed. Stasha and Nate are in bed recapping the night. Stasha says she was trying to figure out Miguel's intentions. That's why she was about to like dive into him. But the mariachi band, saved by the mariachi band. She then says to Nate, and I'm also trying to figure out your intentions. And he's like, well, dang, like, you don't trust me. Like, you don't know what I'm about. And she's like, well, I come with a lot. And then she starts to cry. And Nate's like, well, I'm falling in love with you a little bit more and more every day. And then she cries.
What do you come with?
She didn't say.
Nah, tell me.
She didn't say what she
You can't just say I come with a lot. And what? Give me an idea.
They both deserve love. And that was it for that scene. She didn't go into it.
She talk about stuff to make me feel like she is not going to be fun to be with.
Meanwhile, Lindy's getting in bed with her dirty foot bottoms. Did you see her feet getting in the bed? I was like, this is why I don't like people to get in my bed. This is why I feel like people be smelling like outside. And yes, smelling like outside is a thing. It's a real thing. Do not come in the house trying to get in bed smelling like outside in your outside clothes, for one. And then two, I believe in bathing before getting in bed. I'm sorry, what is the fix?
And you can also invest in some of these. I think in Spanish, the chocolates or something like
chancletas.
Yeah, these right here.
Why do I know that?
Some of these.
Some chancletas.
And get you some of these.
I don't know how to say that.
If you like to walk around after you've bathed around the house, walking barefoot on a dirty floor.
You gonna have dirty foot bottoms.
These are dirty foot.
Dirty foot bottom.
Look, you see it? Look. Clean foot bottom.
Meanwhile, Mitch is getting in his bed with his dirty foot bottoms too. I'm sorry, I'm watching the show, but I'm looking at all this. I mean, he took them straight out those thong sandals and put them straight in the bed. I'm like, y'all don't, like, you want to give me the entire heebie-jeebies? Do that. I would completely get out of the room. The bed, the room,
sleeping
everything.
in dirty feet.
I just, that would make me scratch all night. That'd just be in there.
I wouldn't be
just the thought of it would just make me itch, scratch, all that.
I'll be in there shaking my head at him the whole night. He'd be like, what's wrong? I'd be like,
I think his feet even had sand on it. I was like, what is going on in here? You just gonna come straight in. You don't even dust them off. You know how you're supposed to like dust your feet up?
No, because I take my slippers off.
No, I mean,
and I slide my socks off and I slide my clean feet into the bed.
I'm talking about you dust your feet off when you come from like the beach or something. Not to get in the bed, just when you take them out your shoe. Right. He just took them straight out the sand.
You want to walk around barefoot, get you a bucket and put it next to the bed with a scrub and some soap and scrub the bottom of your feet.
Just get in the bath.
That's the problem. They getting in the bath and then they walking around the whole house like 3-year-olds. And then for an hour or whatever, and then getting it in a hotel. On the dirtiest floor you could be on, walking barefoot to the point the bottom of your feet look like the top of my feet.
From your socks?
No, from my melanin.
I'm done. I'm done. Kristen tells Mitch once he slides his dirty foot bottoms. No, she tells him that, you know, they started off rocky, but they're progressing in the right direction, and that's fine for her, as long as they're moving in the right direction. And that was pretty much it for those 2 scenes. That's
what the bottom of y'all feet look like. Y'all shouldn't be moving in no direction closer to each other. Y'all need to move in the direction of dial, dove. CLR. You guys got for them foot
CLR?
bottoms. Y'all need CLR for them foot bottoms.
I'm done. Next scene shows Alexis talking to Justin in their room. She's telling Justin that during the dinner, Ben looked so uncomfortable with what Morgan was saying, but it's not Justin's place to be Ben's voice. Justin starts to get emotional and starts to cry and just says he feels so bad for Ben because Ben wants this marriage so much and so bad, and it hurts, you know, him to see. Justin's eyes?
Yes.
I can't.
Bruh.
I can't. He cries and says it breaks his heart to see Ben not getting what he's supposed to have gave out of this experience. And he's just broken up about it. And Alexis is like, you know, he says, I'm sorry. And just Alexis is like, don't apologize for having such a sweet heart, you know? If Patrick was in here crying because his boy...
Listen, time out. Let me get something straight right now.
I can't even get the whole sentence
If
out.
my boy is at his house on his honeymoon with his wife crying over me because my wife told me she was 1 credit from being a nurse, then we gotta break up.
He didn't cry because she's 1 credit from a nurse. He was crying because he felt like Ben wasn't getting what he's supposed to have gotten out of the marriage.
If you crying over me, if you my homeboy, you crying over me, and I'm not even crying over the situation, then we gotta break up because we not in the same type of relationship.
It's a bromance.
No, it's not. That's why we gotta break up. You're in a bromance. I thought we was cool.
They get to be such close-knit friends to the point where Justin is crying.
Pinky in the brain.
That quick?
One's 8'9", and the other one's 3'7". One got big hips, and the other one's a little muscle.
Alexis proceeds to tell Justin that she loves him. And he's like, oh my God, my wife told me that she loves me. And then he starts to do like a little break dance and is like, yo, I'm like Chris Brown. And Chris Brown somewhere like, yo, how I get in this?
No.
He's like, don't call my name. Breezy somewhere like, don't include me in none of this. In the final few scenes of this episode, the couples are on their last day of their honeymoon. Lindy and Miguel are discussing their about to be new normal. And Lindy says she's concerned that, you know, Miguel may resent her because she has a very flexible work schedule, a schedule she's worked hard for to have. And she's worried that, you know, will he resent her for having days off? Will he resent her for being able to just spend time at the beach on her days off? Will he resent her for, you know, being able to just go to Mexico for the day? Or will he even be happy for her that she's able to do these things? And I'm thinking like, Lindy, have these conversations with yourself in your head because you sounding mad crazy. Miguel's simple response was like, you worry too much.
No, go ahead. I hope
have
you
your
don't
days
resent
off
me.
and enjoy yourself and don't be worried.
Right. But I hope you don't resent me when don't come to me. I'm a little short. Can I borrow? No. You gotta go to the beach to get that back.
Back to what I said though. She overanalyzes everything. In the very last scene of this episode, Kristen and Mitch are having breakfast, and Kristen reveals that her and Mitch had a moment, but they restrained themselves in efforts to make sure that they are going in the right step. Like if they keep the same energy, going forward, then they'll let it go to the next level. But they both stopped themselves.
So
and
he act like he like you?
So Mitch was like, but you saw I was into it though. And she's like, oh yeah, you were, but we gonna take a pause.
You see, I was into it.
I can't. The couples pack up and leave paradise and head back to the real world. And that was the end of episode 6. That's it, y'all.
Get up, break up, messing up your life.
That was the end of this episode. What did you guys think? Drop your comments in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. Also, be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button to support our channel. We are growing. I'm excited. You're excited. Y'all are excited. Look at this one. Is that your excitement face?
Yay!
No, but honestly, drop your comments in the comment section below. We really love to hear from you. And just hear your thoughts on what you think about this week's episode. Did it give? It didn't give? What do you think?
It gave big, salty tears for no, I ain't gonna do it.
Well, we thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys